Echo Golf Foxtrot, B to Delta Golf Romeo, your 5 and 9.
What you heard just now is the reception of amateur radio on the International Space Station, known in short as ARISS, being received in my IC2730 full duplex radio with my new Moxon Yagi. Recently, I had built a Moxon Yagi for my LEO satellite work. It has a Moxon driven element and a Moxon reflector for VHF. The VHF driven element couples passively to the 5 elements on the same boom, the advantage being that we need only one feed line and no diplexer is needed while operating with a single full duplex radio. Interesting feature of this antenna is that there is no physical connection between the UHF elements and the feed line which takes the received signals to the radio. Boom was made of surplus PVC pipe used as conduit for electrical wiring. Elements were made of 3x8-inch aluminum pipes. My Moxon Yagi has been kept at a fixed azimuth and elevation on a short mast on my first floor terrace at a height less than my second floor roof. It is a prototype which needs a bit more aesthetic perfection. Mobile phone with Argentinian AMSAT website displayed for manual Doppler correction can also be seen.
Yankee, Victor Uniform 2, Delta Golf Romeo, 5 9. Victor Uniform 2, Delta Golf Romeo, Delta Golf Romeo, B3 Echo Golf Foxtrot, B to Delta Golf Romeo, your 5 and 9. Romeo Charlie on K509. Echo Foxtrot 4 to Romeo Charlie on K509. Yes, sir. Thanks for my report. 26. Roger, bye-bye. Uniform 2, Delta Golf Romeo.
I had kept the Moxon Yagi nearly towards the middle of the pass aiming at the azimuth of maximum elevation. It was a pass with about 65 degrees maximum elevation. Though I had planned a full pass recording, I could start only when the pass was already at 45 degrees up. I could hear stations well. The hissing noise which you hear in between the stations is the noise of the open squelch in my FM radio. You may notice that the noise disappears when the amateur radio station is heard well. I had started 5 kHz above the nominal frequency at 437.805 MHz, which was the Doppler correction displayed when I started the recording. Towards the time of closest approach, you can see me tuning down to 437.800 MHz, which is the nominal downlink frequency of ARISS. As I was concentrating only on reception, I had left the uplink VFO as such and did not tune it up as usually done when I tuned the downlink VFO down. That is why you can see that the display is constantly at 145.985 MHz set at the beginning of the pass. Towards the end of the recording, you can see that the downlink frequency has been brought down to 437.790 MHz in intermittent steps of 5 kHz each, according to the Doppler correction displayed on the tracking website. No azimuth elevation tracking was possible as I do not have an antenna rotator. Importance of Doppler correction is well displayed as you can hear stations better when the Doppler correction is made intermittently. Towards the down phase of the pass, the signals were of poor quality as antenna orientation could not be corrected as per the direction of the satellite pass. There could also be mismatch between the antenna orientation of the stations towards the satellite, polarization of antennas, and Doppler correction. It is for these reasons that ideal way to work ARISS is using cross Yagi with circular polarization for VHF and UHF being rotated on azimuth and elevation by a computer program which also does the Doppler correction in the radio. Amateur radio on the International Space Station is receiving the signals from the amateur radio operators on the ground within its range on VHF and transmitting the extracted audio down the downlink on UHF. So it is functioning as a cross-band repeater. I am happy that a good bit of the pass was workable with a fixed azimuth and elevation. Though I had planned to keep the Moxon Yagi at an elevation of about 15 degrees, it sat down due to failure of the strength of the ties used for keeping it elevated and in fact sat a little below the horizon at the time of reception.
Moxon Yagi, district uniform to Delta Golf Romeo 59 Houston. Again, please. 60 uniform to Delta Golf Romeo to Delta Golf Romeo Houston. Beasley Echo Golf Foxtrot B to Delta Golf Romeo, your 59. Romeo Charlie on K509. Echo Foxtrot 4 to Romeo Charlie on K509. Thank you, sir. Yes, sir. Thanks for my report. 26.
Roger, Roger, bye-bye.
Uniform 2 Delta Golf Romeo